So together, we are building an ecosystem where the SmartPay merchants can use Smart Account, or Smart Account services can use SmartPay account, and therefore together we bring a flywheel all around the embedded finance. So this is what our plan and progression is.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me in the studio today is SSV Capital CEO Ankur Ghosh. Ankur, very good to see you in the studio again. So we haven't spoken for a while. Give us an update. What's been happening at SSV Capital?
Firstly, thank you for having me again. A lot of things has been happening within the past few months. Actually, to be very honest and precise, starting of the year. So firstly, we have paid all our convertible loan note holders beginning of the year. So we paid in full of the 2.5 million we raised over the last few years, and we paid in excess of over 3 million pounds to our investors. So investors were very, very happy with it. But again, the progression of SSV Capital PLC is making efforts on SSV SmartPay, mainly on the open banking, mainly somewhat towards the real estate PropTech, and massively we have also in operation in some kind of fund activities, which is operational now as SSV Funds SARL in Luxembourg, AIFM registered. So we have been working, there were certain moving parts over the last few months, but now it is actively in control. We are also seeking an FCA authorization in the upcoming months. If not within the next year, we should be looking at those kind of regulated activities also. But overall, as a group company, SSV Capital PLC focusing, like I said, mainly on SSV SmartPay, mainly focusing on potential our investors or shareholders. We have been in talks with certain different hedge fund managers or even fund managers who are potentially looking in aiming and investing with us. So we are obviously looking into sustainable ethical ventures at the moment, but again, our true realm is within the heart of the company, which is banking and fintech. So we are mainly generally an incubator, accelerator, and a combinator. And we have made success over the past few months, and we will be continuing growing that. And with all the effort our investors, institutional investors and shareholders are giving, I can't be any more happy than that.
How about your clients though? Are they happy?
Well, clients, yes, as a shareholders, they're really happy. We have potentially made growth. So whatever we said would happen has happened. Obviously, give and take a plus month or a minus month. But like I said, our first series one of convertible loan note, we have paid in early, and 95% of our investors are potentially aiming to invest back, or rather they have invested back. So yeah, clients, investors, shareholders, we are looking into now institutional rounds, whether it's in Middle Eastern company, some in American companies, in European companies. They're massively taking a lot of interest, mainly because what we are incubating companies under our activities of head office, which is Capital PLC. Yes.
I understand you've been incubating something else, big news coming up. So tell us more about that.
Yes, look, after incubating SSV SmartPay and after getting a lot of good news about SSV SmartPay. Obviously, SSV SmartPay is currently under an AISP, PISP regulations with the FCA we are applying through. We are still partnering with Yapley. They have been our partner. They would be our technological stack partner. But generally, when we ventured within SSV SmartPay, we have a lot of transactions coming through. We have a lot of merchants coming through. And you know, what we were generally doing in SSV SmartPay, we were actually being a challenger to legacy system like Visa and MasterCard. Now, after that, we have come into the open banking space, or rather an account-to-account services space. We thought, why can't we be a tier up and become a digital bank as such? So we have started our procedure. The big news which is coming through, 15th of September, we would be potentially authorized to start opening savings as well as current accounts for not only our SmartPay merchants, but also customers, consumer, fully FSCS protected. We have our safeguarding bank, and I can't be any more happy. And this is all the trust and benefit our investors, our shareholders, or our partners has given. So we would do a soft launch by end of September, beginning of October of 2025. We'll start opening accounts and potentially our savings accounts. A lot of people are going to benefit within our savings account. So I can't wait any longer longer to basically focus on our banking and fintech. So generally, if you go to see, we were challenger to Visa and MasterCard with SSV SmartPay. Now when we have got a tier up, which is SSV Smart Account, we have just incorporated the company, and we will be launching our current accounts shortly within end of September and October. So we'll go a tier up. So the entire essence of SSV Capital PLC pushing incubation under open banking, or pushing innovation into the banking and fintech, so we can take the entire flywheel. So we have account-to-account services. Now we will be having current accounts, and potentially it is in the idea stage that we are doing a lot of research development to have an embedded finance. So generally, we would, in our banking and fintech group, we would have an entire account-to-account services challenging Visa and MasterCard. Then we would have current accounts, which will be potentially challenging Monzo and Revolut, and then we will be launching some kind of embedded finance facility, which potentially could be a challenger to Klarna. So in that structure, the key product what SSV Capital PLC is pushing is nothing but success metrics, and we would be looking forward for the next 3 to 6 months. It's a challenging time, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things you have to work. I'm very valued with my investors, mainly with my staff members. They work effortlessly. And together we bring success together, and that's why we always say as SSV Capital PLC, grow with us, and we are potentially growing. Our balance sheet will be coming up in the next a few weeks. That should say all of it.
Who will SSV Smart Account be targeted at? Who are the potential customers?
Any and everyone, really. You could have a account with us. You could have not only an account, a savings account also with us. Primarily, we'll be activating more than what the market potentially could aim to. But generally, what it is, because we have so many merchants within SSV Smart Account, and we are collecting the amounts from their business accounts or customers' account to their business account, or vice versa, we would be headhunting those kind of merchants who are already with us. So I can say the company, even before we have incorporated, there were some active interest that yes, we want to open the account, and generally flowing the channel. So in other words, in simple words, any and everyone, but mainly targeted to SSV SmartPay merchant account holders or SSV consumer account holders. And we are pretty much making up a good solution with cashback, white label solution. So together we are building an ecosystem where the SmartPay merchants can use Smart Account, or Smart Account services can use SmartPay account, and therefore together we bring a flywheel all around the embedded finance. So this is what our plan and progression is.
Well, congratulations on that move. I hope you'll keep us updated on progress with it.
Surely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming in today. That's SSV Capital CEO Ankur Ghosh.